on the pocket. But with our Nutrify multivitamin ranges, we're able to combine the power of 2-in-1 at an affordable rate, right? So our multivitamin for men also has probiotics, like I mentioned, coupled with other active ingredients. We have ginseng. We know the everyday man goes through a lot of stress trying to manage the hustle and bustle of Nigeria. And, stress could also lead to a lot of things in the body, like erectile dysfunction and a couple of other health issues. Our multivitamin for men is there to address it. We also have the one for men 50 plus. That also has probiotics in it as well. Apart from that, we also have other ingredients, Bacopa, Moneri, Boswellia, and a couple of active ingredients that are targeted towards men of that age. We have lutein there. We know that as we age, the vision begins to get impaired. So we have some ingredients that helps to address for people of those age, right? We have the Men X. That's our blend of aphrodisiac and also our fertility blend. So we have what makes our brand unique is that we have some unique phytochemicals in this formulation, right? We have velvet beans, we have terrestrius tribulus, we have L-arginine, we have ashwagandha. And this is not only an aphrodisiac, it also helps with fertility because of the velvet beans it contains. If you go back to our pharmacognosy in school and we look at what velvet beans does, we see that it helps to increase sperm motility and sperm count. Menex is formulated for that. So it's also combining the power of 2-in-1 as well. Moving on, because I don't have much time, we also have our joint yeast formula. It's a blend of glucosamine, chondroitin, black pepper, turmeric, has become a mainstay in the management of arthritis nowadays. We have that in our formulation. We have vitamin D in this formulation as well. And like I mentioned, our multivitamins are very, very affordable. We have the liver detox. It's our blend of dandelion, kutki, milk tea stew. We also have some very unique phytochemicals in here as well. We have buhamla. We have Indian gooseberry as well. So this helps for alcoholic smokers, those who want to detox their body, and also helps in managing hepatitis patients and a couple of other liver-related issues. We have our immunity booster that has some natural antioxidant that helps to boost immunity. In these times of viral infections, COVID, cholera, the recent cholera outbreak, this is a go-to for you. Apart from the antioxidants we have in this formulation, we have some very unique active ingredients. We have what's called Giloy stem. Giloy stem of recent times is called the root of immortality. During COVID, we discovered that this plant has immense benefits in helping to boost immunity. And a lot of people that took it back then in the natural form were able to stay protected from COVID-19. We also have other antioxidants in this formulation. We have goji berry, we have elderberry, we have cranberry. Lastly, we have our vitamin C and zinc, effervescent vitamin C and zinc, 1,000 milligram vitamin C and zinc. This is just a brief of our company. So I mentioned I work with Tolaram Wellness. Tolaram Wellness is a division of Tolaram Group of companies. We've been in the country for about 30 years now in the FMCG sector. We are the makers of some of the popular FMCG products. We have Indomie, Colgate, Dano Milk, and a lot of other products as well. So this is just a portfolio of what we do, and we recently diversified into pharmaceuticals, right? So we would like you to come partner with us. Our stand is upstairs. We are in Ogulano Hall. Please come in and let's start with you on how we can partner and see how we can move the health to the next, move the health of the populace to the next level. We're also having a raffle draw that would end today. So if you buy items worth 50,000 naira, you stand a chance to win some amazing gifts. We have the washing machine as the first prize. We have the home theater system as second prize. We have the smart wristwatch. Then we also have some giveaway prizes, speakers and all that. Thank you very much for listening to me. Thank you.
Thank you for the very timely presentation. As a matter of fact, you still have about 24 seconds left. I want to appreciate you for sparing us that time. Very quickly, as we expect the presenter from Remedia Health up here anytime now, permit me to take the opportunity to announce this. We have someone's missing conference tag. The name is Ojiaku Anthony Ozemena. You would need this conference tag because, is that for you? Please come up and take it now. Thank you. Remedial Health. Remedial Health. Please come. Thank you. All right. Very quickly, the person from Remedial Health. You have 10 minutes that has actually started counting. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, distinguished pharmacists. My name is Ayodeji Olorunshino, the Area Sales Manager, Southwest Remedial Health. I have just 10 minutes, so I will not be boring you so much with my lengthy slide. But as I know, there are a few of us here, if not so much, that are actually familiar with Remedial Health. For some that have been with us for more than 2 years, and others that are just joining this morning, Remedial Health is a tech-driven company with the headquarters in the United States of America. We started business in Nigeria 2 years ago. And as far as we've been able to cover, we are across the 36 states of the Federation, including the FCT. One of our primary goals is to go beyond the shores of this country, far and wide, covering first the West African states, and that we've started already. So before the end of this year, we should be in countries like Cameroon, Ghana, and others. So what is Remedial Health all about? There are challenges that the pharmaceutical profession is faced with. And these challenges are what we try to mitigate against. Our topmost of that challenge is the issue with financing, pharma financing. Also, the issue with the control.
Sorry, attention please. For state dynamics, the state dynamics is taking place concurrently now. So I would expect that all state chairmen and those who are representing their states for the state dynamics, please take your stand. The team would be going around for the grading now. Thank you. You can progress.
Thank you so much. I hope you'll be adding to my minutes.
I would give you that.
All right, thank you. So, the challenges that pharmaceutical profession is being faced with pharma financing, the issue of logistics, the issue of inventory management, amongst others. Also, when it comes to the traditional ways of moving pharmaceuticals, the traditional ways of moving pharmaceuticals is something that we've seen to not conform with the normal pharmaceutical practices. We have people moving drugs from one port to the other in the back of their vehicles, moving their drugs from one point to the others without proper control. That is what Remedial is all about. We have our mobile app. We have a mobile app with over 4,000 products from different companies that are here present also, partnering with Remedial Health to get this access on every street in the country. As far as Maiduguri, as far as Taraba State, Remedial Health is there. We have our warehouse in Kano that is servicing the whole of the north, and within 24 hours in Kano, you will get all of your supply. Within 48 hours, you will get your supply in the north. The questions that you want to ask is the issue with logistics. Remedial Health, we've been able to factor all of this together, and for 2 years now, our supply has been free. We pride ourselves with free deliveries across the board. So, Remedial Health, on your Google Play Store, you can download the app. On your iOS and App Store, you can download the app. and our agents at your location, in your local government, we reach out to you within 24 hours. So the inventory management, when it comes to inventory management, how well do you have records in your store? How well do you manage your stock? There are issues of theft, that all of this inventory on our Remedial Health app. So it is not just by buying. You can also still manage your stock. You can manage your stock on the Remedial Health app. The beautiful aspect of this is, in Remedial Health, as soon as you register, we would also, there is a part where we have our POS. So the POS is also to help you with payments. Our POS is also incorporated with the HMO. This HMO has to do with, we have relationships, we have businesses with hospitals through the HMO, and as soon as these requests are made from these hospitals, the nearest Remedial Health enabled pharmacy will be attached to the customer. All of these are what we do when it comes to the POS. Our POS is easy. It is customer friendly. It is customer friendly. The payment pattern is so flexible. Also, in Nigeria, as of today, we have over 9,000 customers with over 100 sales personnel across board. Now, we've talked about the logistics with how cheap and how free it is. Now we looked at getting logistics. We know there are ways, there are companies that have been doing this before now, but with Remedial Health, we get our supply directly to your doorstep. So no matter where you are, our supply is free. It gets directly to your doorstep. And when it comes to control drugs also, we are in partnership with the regulatory agencies to also facilitate how these are being moved. How these are being moved so that these items don't get to the wrong hands. So when it comes to the pharma financing, we know that the economy right now is not so buoyant, and not everyone can boast of so much capital and so much funds when it comes to financing their business. Remedial Health is flexible with payments. We will not tell you to pay before we supply. We are flexible with our payment pattern. There are different categories of payments. You can buy now and pay later on the Remedial Health app, no matter the amount you want to buy. We have customers here present buying into millions, tens of millions, and it is buy now, pay later. That is us helping the pharmaceutical profession with pharma financing. So now the challenge is the issue with the theft, product expiring, inventory management, inventory financing, integrity of payment process and procurement stress. On the Remedial Health app, the system is made in a way that as soon as you are familiar, as soon as you make your purchase, we have a system that actually helps you, reminds you of when these items are to be made. These and many more are what we do in Remedial Health. But our stand is upstairs at the gallery. If you have any questions, you want us to stay so much on this, we would have really appreciated that we have a long session on this. But we have our staff here with you. We also have our stand upstairs. Please, you can make your way down to the stand and we'll walk you through all of these processes. Thank you so much.
Thank you. That's fine. You asked for extra time, but you left me some. Thank you very much. I want to believe that all the states are currently at their various stands for their poster presentations as the state dynamics will be progressing immediately. We would want to call up the representatives from drug stock. Drug stock. Are you with us already here now? If I can't find them from drug stock, I would want to call up Vitabiotics. 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 Same time allocation. 10 minutes.
Okay, good morning, everyone. My name is Pharmacist Taiwo. I remain the same, just a different shirt. This time around, I'm showcasing myself as a true Vitabiotics representative. And I want to appreciate every one of you for being here on the final day of this lovely ACPN conference. Vitabiotics has been so glad. We've had a lot of pharmacists come to our booths to come and patronize us. And of course, we also want to appreciate you for each time we give gifts, you also receive them with gladness. Thank you very much. And I believe at least those that came early here today received a can of Wellman drink. And it's very nutritious, very nourishing. If you get to our booths, a pack of 12 of that Wellman drink is selling for just 19,500 naira. That's 1,625 naira per can. And of course, you know, when you put your markup, it will still be at an affordable rate for a healthy, nutritious drink. But today I'm here to talk about the women and talking about their pregnancy. Of course, you all know very well our pregnancy ranges, but do we have some people here that are new pharmacists or that might need to be reminded about all our ranges before, during, and after? That's why I'm here today. So permit me to take 10 minutes of your time. So we all know that during pregnancy or even before pregnancy, women have a higher need for iron than every other gender or every other age group. So we have here, as you can see, for babies need very little iron. Up to women, men don't even require as much iron as women. Women actually require more iron. That is showing up to 18 milligrams. Now, for the pregnancy ranges, we have before conception, because we know that there are some people that might need help for conception, maybe due to environmental factors or every other reason. We all need to prepare ourselves for pregnancy, both the men and the women. And of course, we also have for during pregnancy. It's not enough for a woman to just take ferrous or to just take iron. There's a lot more that a woman needs during pregnancy. That's why we have the during pregnancy ranges. Then also, after pregnancy, we have some women that feel they don't even need to take supplements anymore. That is actually not true. So we have the supplements for after pregnancy. So I'll take each one step by step. So why is Pregnant Care the number one pregnancy supplement brand? Why is it that when a customer comes to your pharmacy, if they cannot get Pregnant Care, they don't want any other brand? Why do you have to stress so much to try and convince them to take any other brand? That's because Pregnant Care is the most recommended by midwives, whether in Nigeria or even abroad. And of course, it is the first vitamin company to receive the Queen's Award in England. And of course, it has been developed with world-renowned scientists, supported by unique UK research. And of course, it is the pioneering nutrition in before, during, and after pregnancy. So you can see for all these fantastic reasons, Pregnant Care should always be at your top shelf. Your customer must always see Pregnant Care, all the ranges. If they don't see, they won't be happy, trust me. So we have folic acid. We know folic acid is important to help prevent spinal bifida, the neural tube defects. And of course, it has been used in the study, the SHINE study. Of course, we also have another study that shows the importance of vitamin D in pregnancy. We know for all age groups, vitamin D is something that is very important. It is very good in the development of the baby and also adults. And also, vitamin D deficiency is a great risk for women. So this is still talking about nutritional deficiencies in women. So there can be defective embryo development if a woman is not taking a nutritional supplement that has all the necessary nutrients, the iron, the folic acid, the vitamin D. So now talking about pregnant care before conception, why is it necessary? This formula is very important because we know women at different stages require different needs. And of course, it's not just the prescription medication alone that can help to achieve conception. A woman might also have deficiency in some nutrients like inositol, like vitamin E, like folic acid, which all play key role in achieving conception. And pregnant care conception also has N-acetylcysteine, it has beta-carotene, and it also has coenzyme Q10. And this coenzyme Q10 has even been shown to improve the amount of egg production that can also improve the chances of a woman achieving fertility, achieving conception. So we have 400 micrograms folic acid, we have zinc, we have iron, we have CoQ10, and this helps in the protein. It helps to protect the cell protein DNA. It helps to protect the cell DNA. And of course, the iron is important for formation of red blood cells. We know that folic acid is very good for achieving conception as well. So pregnant care conception contains 22 nutrients that are all very, very vital for pregnancy, for achieving conception. And we've mentioned earlier that this product has been developed by UK nutritional scientists. So it's not like as if we just did abracadabra here. So moving on, we also have well-manned conception. We all know well-manned conception here contains Siberian ginseng. It contains CoQ10, contains L-arginine, also contains pine bark extract, which is very important for a man to achieve conception. And one other important fact is, we know for every ejaculate that a man releases, he loses 5 milligrams of zinc. So for every tablet of well-manned conception, we have 15 milligrams of zinc, which can help the man to boost his fertility, boost his testosterone, and also boost his overall reproductive health. So, and when we are advising the female counterpart to take pregnant care conception, we know in this part of the country, in this part of the world, we have this issue of bias towards women that fertility issues are usually for the women alone. But we know actually that it actually involves both parties, both men and women. That's why we have the pregnant care him and her conception. We also have our pregnant care original, which you all know. We have pregnant care original, yes. We have pregnant care liquid as well. For those that do not like to take tablets, we have pregnant care liquid, and it's still serving the same purpose as the pregnant care tablets. We have pregnant care plus that offers omega-3, because we know that for a baby, a developing baby requires omega-3 for good brain and eye development, which is why the omega-3 has been added. So you can get your pregnant care plus. Pregnant care max is also very important because we know that during pregnancy, a woman has increased need for calcium for strong bones, as well as the growing fetus. That's why we have pregnant care max. So pregnant care max has added calcium, 500 milligrams of calcium in a separate tablet. So we have the pregnant care, we have the omega-3, and we also have the calcium. So this is all the supplements in the pregnant care during pregnancy. We also have the pregnant care stretch mark cream, because we know after conception, some women will have the side effects, the stretch marks, which is just a sign of pregnancy. That's why we have our pregnant care stretch mark cream that has the calendula extract, evening primrose, has zinc oxide, has pantothenic acid. Very good combination of botanicals that can help to get rid of the stretch mark. So we also have after pregnancy. For after pregnancy, we have the pregnant care breastfeeding, which you all know that is good for pregnant women, both for themselves, for the woman that's just finished conceiving, and also for our baby. And we also have the pregnant care new mom. We have pregnant care new mom. So this is pregnant care new mom for you. And you might wonder that why do we need to have pregnant care new mom when we already have pregnant care breastfeeding? Yes, pregnant care new mom is very important because we know women go through a lot during that 9-month phase, psychologically, physically, in terms of stress, especially even for their skin. which is why we have Pregnant Care New Mom. So this Pregnant Care New Mom actually helps to relieve tiredness and fatigue. It helps to improve the woman's natural glow. It helps for her to recover her skin. Just as the way we have Pregnant Care Stretch Mark Cream that is helping to remove the stretch mark topically, the Pregnant Care New Mom has ingredients such as the marine collagen. Remember that marine collagen that we talked about in Perfect Heal? We have it here. We also have grapeseed extract. So grapeseed extract helps to hydrate the skin, helps to bring back the skin moisture. We have vitamin B6 and a lot of other ingredients. So when you are recommending Pregnant Care New Mom, you should ensure that you are only recommending it for a woman that has completed breastfeeding. So once the woman has completed breastfeeding and she's now looking to take care of herself, Pregnant Care New Mom is specially made for such a woman so that she can look vibrant again, so that her husband can see her and also continue to appreciate her looks, continue to appreciate her well-being, and they can live a very beautiful and lustrous life together. That is why we have Pregnant Care New Mom. And that is all the ranges we have for you for pregnant care. This is just a broad overview again. And for you to follow us on our social media where you can get more information, because you might just want a reminder. You can follow us on Facebook. We are Vitabiotics Nigeria. On Instagram, Nigeria.Vitabiotics. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day.
Thank you for a very wonderful presentation. State Dynamics is currently in process and in progress. We earlier called on drug stock. I don't know if we have anyone from drug stock now within the hall. Drug stock. However, we have... All right, thank you. So I've gotten my own drink from Vitabiotics. Thank you. We would quickly take a 3-minute presentation from My Balance. My Balance. While we await the presenters from either Drugstock or Philips Pharmaceuticals. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. Standing on the existing protocol, my name is Taiwo Olagbinro from mybalanceapp.com. What My Balance is all about, My Balance is a platform that offers an escrow service for all online transactions. It's a fintech platform, a financial company. We are into product financing, escrow services, and also piggy banking, piggy vest. So what we do at My Balance is, for example, we know that the world is already a global village, and we do order for everything, almost all the household equipment or everything that we need, or even healthcare equipment and everything. We can do everything online, and because of all these things, because of these. We have some issues when you are dealing with because of different sophistications online, we usually encounter fraud. So to avoid all this, maybe you want to get a product online and you are not sure of the authenticity or the quality of the product or services. You can, for instance, you want to get maybe a product or a clothes, shoe, or anything, or even healthcare products. You can fix that money. For instance, assuming you want to get a phone and the price for the product is 10,000 naira, you can fix or lock that money on mybalanceapp.com and send the link. You can send the link to the seller. The seller will confirm that the money is there and send you the product. So when you get the product, you can confirm that, okay, this is actually what I saw online, and you release the fund. So thereby, we are protecting the buyer and we are also protecting the seller, because the seller is aware that the fund is there, and also the buyer is also aware, is also assured that he is going to get the actual quality for his or her money. And also for you as a buyer to sign in or to have an account on My Balance, you just go on to, sorry, the remote for the slide. Sorry. Excuse me. Okay, as a buyer, you just go on My Balance. You can create an account in seconds. That is, go to mybalanceapp.com. You can create an account in seconds, within a second, and you deposit your money. Then you can, if you are getting a product, you can create a link, create an escrow link. That is, and you send the money send the escrow link to the seller. Share the link with the seller for approval, and you unlock it when the product or the service is delivered. But as a seller, you create an account and you do your KYC, that is, know your customer. Then you create an escrow link by adding the product description, buyer or the buyer's account and details. Then you generate an escrow link and get notified when the buyer has approved the escrow link. When you get notified when the buyer has approved the escrow and also lock the money, then you deliver the product and the buyer unlocks the money for you. Then that is all about for the seller. So for us to be on My Balance, we can use our phone to scan the code on the screen, so that just to get conversant with the product. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time. That's the presentation from My Balance. Very quickly, because we are constrained for time and we know we have quite the activity for the day. Fellows in the house, senior colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, community pharmacists, will be taking the presentation now from Philips Pharmaceuticals. 10 minutes. Your time starts now.
Good morning, my esteemed colleagues. I'm sure we are all having a great time at the ACPN conference, which is culminating today. I'm here to make a corporate presentation about Philips Pharmaceuticals Nigeria Limited. Now, what comes to mind when you hear of Philips Pharmaceuticals? To some, the electronic companies come to their mind. No. Why to some? FIP comes to mind, which is fondly called Friends in Philips. You know, most people are not conversant that some of the products we have on shelves are actually distributed by Philips. So, Philips Pharmaceuticals, I make bold to say that we are an ISO 9001-2015 certified company. We partner with global player in the pharmaceutical industries. We have a rich history of over 30 years in delivering quality pharmaceuticals and medical devices, diagnostic products, and allied products. We have successfully established ourselves as a reliable provider of healthcare. We are present in some African countries, like we are in Kenya, we are in Tanzania, we are in Uganda, we are in Rwanda, we are in Zambia, we are in Ghana, of course, we are in Nigeria. We have a pan-African presence with over 30 years industry experience representing internationally recognized research-based pharmaceutical companies. We strive to provide better healthcare governance by providing distribution and marketing to all our populace. Of course, our warehouse is certified by PCN, and the product we distribute is, licensed by NAFDAC. We are, as I said from the beginning, ISO 9001-2015. We have various departments that ensures the quality of the product we import. We are fully into pharmacovigilance, where we take care of ICSR, PSURs, and the rest of them, which is the talk of time, because after distributing your product to the patients, we also follow up on the product to ensure that the adverse event reactions are properly managed. through our pharmacovigilance department. We ensure our quality processes because we have our QMS systems in place. We have all our SOPs fully updated. You know, for you to work with most of these global partners, you know, you will have undergo a lot of audits. So we have successfully closed all regular suppliers audits. We have been pre-qualified by some of the, you know, global supply chain companies like the PFSCM and the rest of them. We are present, of course, in all the states of Nigeria. We are present. We distribute through our mega distribution channels to the various institutions. We distribute to pharmacies across the 36 states. All our reps are present in all the states. We have unique therapeutic-based products ranging from anti-malarials, antibiotics, antiretrovirals, cardiovascular products, antidiabetics, gastrointestinal vaccines, and the rest of them. Hepatitis range. When it comes to hepatitis, we have a solution from prevention to cure for hepatitis range. We have anti-snake venom, we have diagnostic range, we have biosimilars, and the rest of them. Now, we partner with these global players, Menarini, based in Italy. Abbott, all the range of Abbott, we also have them. We partner with Johnson & Johnson, GE Healthcare, Prisma, Inotech, Boehringer, Halegon, Gilead based in US, MSN, PHA, Balgia, Larenon, Apex Pharma, Apex, Vince Bios, they are the ones that are into anti-snake venom, Stedman, Wim Medicare, Etero, Mundi, BBTech, Ipca, Zfarm, you know, and Orobindo, and so many others. We have registered over 1,000 products in the country. Now, I know most of us are familiar with these brands. These are key brands like Chloranum, Saccharomyces boulardii. The popular Dufaston is there. Zinset tablet and syrup. We have the Tyba, that's a typhoid vaccine. Algicid, the unique antacid. Nucleus CMP is there. Fastum gel. Rivac B, hepatitis B vaccine for prevention of hepatitis B. We also have a cure for hepatitis C. A cure for hepatitis C like the Epclusa, Avoni, and the rest of them. We have Broseline for asthmatic cough, Unienzyme, Ketix. Vemlidy is a unique molecule for tenofovir, TAF. You know, the common ones that people are used to is TDF. But this TAF is safer. It's tenofovir alafenine fumarate, just 25 milligram. We have Aminogard. We have Totema, a very unique iron ampoule. We have Piligi, that depositil, which is for premature ejaculation. We have so many other products in the range that we can talk of, like the Indirap for rabies vaccine. We have Balgia, Zingofit, Zincofa, Dress for wound, dressing, and the rest of them. We also have products like Prigosave, Jaundice, Tenoric, Indicontin, Placep. We also have Comicadis from Boehringer. We have Lamnerex. We have Coact from Orobindo. We have Eldenil, that is Rosuvastatin. We have Twinstar also from BI, that is Boehringer. We have ACQS, Orozatil, Safetelme, Fragenta, Zelif, and a whole range of products that we can rely on. Orozone is also there. Algic P, that is acetylphenol paracetamol. We have Optica AZ, ZIQ, Zerodol. You can mention a whole range of it. So we have a lot of products which perhaps you might not know that it's Philips Mascals that is distributing it, because we are into distribution, importation, and warehousing for most of these global players. Of course, we are fully available and able, represented in the conference at the boardroom. So If you want to find further information about this product, at the first floor, just look for the boardroom. You see Phyllis Pharmaceuticals is represented there. I want to use this opportunity to thank ACPN. We have been partnering with ACPN over the years, and they've been really very, very supportive. And I want to say a very big thank you to everyone in the conference. And we know that without you, the word success cannot be properly spelled. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Just a quick recap from Vita Biotics. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your time. I just forgot one key information. This is the pregnant care new mom here, and we are running a promo on it. It has more than 1 year validity, so it's not because it is short-dated. We are selling at the rate of buy 2 packs and you get 1 pack free. So for every 2 packs you buy, you get 1 pack absolutely free. And 1 pack is just 8,600 naira. Just 8,600 naira for a pack. So if you do the math, that's 17,200 naira for 3 packs. So you can imagine what amount of profits you will make for this for every woman that has completed breastfeeding and that wants to have a glowing skin and improve strength, energy, and wants to relieve tiredness and fatigue. So we'll be expecting you. And we're also doing bone density tests, so you can check how strong your bones are, free of charge, upstairs, Omolai Hall. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for the time. I want to believe that we have MEC, Pharmaceuticals and Life Sciences, very close by. But before that, we'll quickly take a short presentation on ACPN community pharmacy and internship placement in community pharmacies by one of our very own distinguished community pharmacists. And I see him as a very handsome personality and a person of pharmacist Ifeanyi Ikebudu more. Thank you.
Good morning, fellows of the profession, wonderful colleagues. My name is Pharmacist Ikebudu Ifeanyi. I practice in the FCT. Currently, I'm the team lead of the ACPN Internship Establishment Committee that was set up by the ACPN National to help mitigate some challenges we're having with internship placements by our younger colleagues. I have in the team Pharmacist Roy Ekekwe Amade from Lagos, Pharmacist Darushe from Edo State, Pharmacist Stanley Onini from Anambra State, and Pharmacist Jacob Ojo from here in Oyo State. We also have 2 members who are our advisors, Pharmacist Ifeanyi Emene, the Vice Chancellor, and Pharmacist Haruna Muazu of Pyramid Pharmacy, Abuja. Now, what is the ACPN Internship Establishment Center Committee intended to do? At the national level, the ACPN NEC had taken cognizance of the challenges we are having currently with our younger colleagues who are graduating from pharmacies and are unable to secure internship placement centers for themselves. As at today, we have about 20 schools of pharmacy in the country. While I was in school, we had only 7 schools of pharmacy. But today, we have more than 300% increment in that number of schools of pharmacies, with each of them graduating about 100 pharmacists every year, bringing a whole lot of pharmacists into the labor market that are unable to go to the next stage of their advancement by doing internship, doing service, and getting registered fully for pharmacist training. So to mitigate this challenge, the National had to set up this committee to see how we can increase the number of internship centers in community pharmacies in the nation by 100 within the 6-month time frame. This committee was inaugurated. This is the content of our presentation on the 22nd of May this year. and we have a 6-month time frame to increase the number of internship centers in community pharmacies nationwide by 100. So upon inauguration, we now took a look at what is the background. Is there any baseline that we needed to work on? Is there any data on internship in community pharmacies? Has PCN been licensing community pharmacies to run internship? We had, of course, to liaise with PCN to get data. And we realized that as at last year, we had 311 community pharmacies that had been licensed to run internship training. Of this number, unfortunately, 147 of them are currently inactive, which gives us roughly 47.6% of inactive accredited community pharmacies to run internship programs. I think that is a very huge number. And we know we're having about 2,000 pharmacies being trained and graduated every year into the markets. So what did we do? We now decided that for us to be able to achieve our mandates, we needed to formulate modalities that will help us to reach out to community pharmacies, that bring them on board, get them interested in internship training, make them accredited by PCN so that they can mop up some of these graduates from the labor market. I want to inform us that there are some pharmacists who have graduated like 2-3 years ago, and as we speak, they are yet to start internship training. So the committee now looked at why do we have 47.6% of the already accredited community pharmacies not running internship training. Of course, we now outlined the obstacles we got by the interaction with them. Some of these obstacles are that some of the interns have so much financial demands from the community pharmacies. Some demand as high as 150,000 naira per month. Some demand as much as 200,000 naira per month. Some of them, even when you take them off for internship training, within a period of 2-3 months, when they get placement in federal institutions, they move and go to other places, thereby giving you issues with their planning. Some of these interns do not provide value for the investments made by these CPs. You take up an intern, for instance, and whenever he comes to your pharmacy, all he does is just to be blogging, to be pressing his phone, answering phone. It does not really give you value for money. Then again, a couple of them have a very poor work ethic. Another challenge we noticed was that there was this huge time lag between when you applied for internship accreditation inspection, stroke accreditation to PCN, and when PCN actually comes to a facility to inspect and accredit you, and that kind of discourages the community pharmacies. So we now looked also at this and now made some proposals on what we need to do to ensure that we mitigate these challenges. So part of our proposals one, we needed to ensure that we educate ourselves, community pharmacists, to understand that internship training is not a cheap source of labor. You don't take up somebody to train internship within your facility and now make him as if he was a laborer and not a pharmacist. Secondly, we also propose that there has to be some kind of good relationship between PCN and ACPN so that the time lag that was experienced between inspection and accreditation will be greatly reduced. We also propose that there be a minimum remuneration for internees who have been undertaken by these CPs to do the internship training. And we formulate some modalities towards ensuring that we achieve our mandate. Part of the thing we did was we established, we created an enlightenment campaign, and I'm sure you have seen it on our platforms, where we told you what we are doing and how you can come in. We used what we call the lower hanging fruit model by using 5 states that I mentioned earlier: FCT, Lagos, Oyo, Anambra, and Edo states. These states we believe have a higher a population of community pharmacists where we can quickly commence these activities and get them onboarded to do internship training. So we created this enlightenment campaign that we have circulated around our platforms, especially on these 5 states, to give you, to inform you about what we are doing, to create that consciousness in you, to create that interest in you, so that you can be part of this internship training. Currently, as we speak, we have 52 pharmacies across these states that have indicated interest. And this, as at last week, to the we are close to 60 or thereabouts. And the next phase of our program is for PCN and ACPN to liaise and make sure that what we are doing is actualized. They also want a harmony between PCN, ACPN, and schools of pharmacy, so that the schools will be able to educate the graduates as they come from school and inform them about this program, so that as they are leaving school, they know that you can get internship training at community pharmacies. So we are calling upon you. In the next phase, we are going to expand to other states. Kindly undertake, show interest to participate in this program. Thank you so much.
Thank you for such a timely presentation. We know how much some of us look forward to having enough centers for internship, and the community pharmacies and ACPN as a body at large cannot be neglected if we must address the issues of internship placement. At this point, just before we convene and formally call the conglomeration, I would be calling up MEC Pharmaceuticals and Life Sciences for their presentation. Thank you. That would be the final presentation this morning before we progress with the program for the day. Thank you.
Good morning, men of honor. Thank you very much for the opportunity to have this engagement with the Association of Community Pharmacy. And I want to congratulate the Ibadan chapter for organizing a very successful launch. So this morning, I want to talk about something that a lot of people are not really talking about when it comes to the pharma space. I want to speak about hypothyroidism. And I want to speak about hypothyroidism in the sense that I want to explain how our innovator brand of levothyroxine called Euthyrox inspires lives for patients being managed for hypothyroidism. Now, before I proceed to talk more about it, I just want to say the thyroid hormone is very key to the body's physiology, and it's responsible for almost every metabolic process that happens in the body. Now, if there's a dysfunction in the thyroid hormone level, it would affect the mental health of the patient. It would also affect the bone of the patient. It would also affect the cardiovascular condition of that patient. Abnormal thyroid levels can also affect pregnancy. You can see this in in females trying to get pregnant. Having abnormal thyroid levels can affect pregnancy. And also in the body's metabolism, hyperlipidemia, hyperglycemia. These are conditions that can come from having thyroid dysfunction. As it is very easy to identify hyperthyroidism in patients, but it's difficult to identify hypothyroidism in patients. So if you see a patient complaining about unnecessary weight gain, dry skin, hair loss, bradycardia, lethargy, cold intolerance, you might just be the person to help refer that patient to the hospital to take a TSH test and find out about their thyroid condition. So in treating hypothyroidism, you require precision. If you've seen an artist that does the spray paint tablet, the spray paint art, you would see that it requires a lot of precision in order to be able to bring out a very beautiful painting like what you can see on the screen. So why am I talking about precision when it comes to Euthyrox? We used a technology called the top spray tablet technology to formulate Euthyrox. So it's a special formulation that is different from the conventional formulations that you already know. So I will tell us more about this as we proceed. Now, precision is important in thyroid management. A lot of guidelines have recommended that the only treatment for hypothyroidism, especially when it's primary hypothyroidism, is supplementing T4 levels. So except if you're dealing with a secondary or a tertiary hypothyroidism, you would need to supplement T3 and other treatment options. But the mainstay of treatment is supplementing with levothyroxine. So if you're treating a patient with hypothyroidism, levothyroxine is a hormone that actually has a very narrow therapeutic index. So you want to avoid over-treatment and you want to avoid under-treatment. You just want that patient to be in the normal range of the TSH level. And so what you're looking at is the impact of having over-treatment and under-treatment. Now, if you see in red, if the TSH level is suppressed significantly, that patient can come down with 95% risk of cardiovascular disease. The patient can also have the risk of dysrhythmias. If the patient, he can also have 102% risk of fracture. Now, if the treatment is under such that the TSH level is raised, the patient can have 95% risk of cardiovascular disease and 80% risk of dysrhythmias. So if you're supplementing, if you're giving levothyroxine to a patient, you want to give a tablet that would actually give that precise dose to the patient so that the patient can get the benefit of the drug and be in the normal range for control. Why are we talking about precision? The American Thyroid Association and the Association of Clinical Endocrinologists had followed patients and they discovered 177 adverse events were manifested in patients. Those adverse events were as a result of changes in TSH level. And those changes in TSH level was as a result of changes in the brand. So with that, they made this conclusion that commercially available levothyroxine preparations may not be bioequivalent. So if company A is giving you 100 microgram tablet and company B is giving you 100 microgram tablet, they may not produce the same efficacy. That's what this means. So going forward, why are we talking about precision? Our precision starts with our tightened potency specification. The potency specification for euthyrox is 95 to 105, as against 90 to 110 that you have with other brands. What made this possible? We were able to adjust the excipients in euthyrox to give excipients that would withstand temperature, excipients that would be able to prevent oxidation. So we used the mannitol and citric acid as excipients in euthyrox to be able to guarantee you this 95 to 105 potency specification. Now, if you pick some brands, you will see that the shelf life is 24 months. But the ideal shelf life is supposed to be 36 months. That's 3 years. So what we're saying in this is that if you have euthyrox being manufactured in this 2024, in 2027, you will still have the tablet producing that stringent potency specification of between 95 to 105%. So you're giving your patient the best brand if you choose euthyrox for your patient. And the top spray tablet technology, you can see the image there showing you the top spray tablet technology machine. Now what this does is that it enables the molecules to be sprayed across the tablet evenly. So if a patient picks a tablet of 100 micrograms of euthyrox and breaks it into 2 halves, that patient is getting 50 micrograms on both sides. So top spray tablet technology ensures that your patient is getting the adequate dose that they need from the tablet of euthyrox. So why should you choose euthyrox for your patient? If you choose euthyrox for the patient that walks into your pharmacy having hypothyroidism, you choose precision for that patient. Why? Because you have a brand that has been formulated with a tightened potency specification, a brand that would last all through the time in the shelf life without being affected by temperature, without being affected by moisture for your patient. And then you have a brand that can easily be adjusted to fit into the doses that is being calculated per kilogram body weight of the patient. So going forward, we have 25 microgram, we have 50 microgram, and we have 100 microgram. Some of you had come to the worldwide stand up and you've seen Euthyrox and you said you're waiting for this presentation. If it's worth it, you would take a peek. So this is what Euthyrox is: 25 microgram, 50 microgram, and 100 microgram. Your patient can actually get the specific dose calculated per kilogram body weight to supplement for their levothyroxine level. So, like I said, we have 3 strengths, and with Euthyrox, precision actually inspires life for your patient. If you choose Euthyrox, you help that patient to get their hypothyroidism symptoms resolved on time, to give them a better quality of life. And let me also say here that if you're dispensing levothyroxine, Euthyrox to a patient, you tell the patient to take on an empty stomach precisely 30 minutes before food. If the patient is taking any drug that can lower the abdominal acidity, you tell the patient to give a 3 hours gap between taking levothyroxine and taking either a proton pump inhibitor or an antacid. So thank you very much for your time and attention. And I do believe that you would still come upstairs, come to the worldwide stand, and pick at least 1 pack each of Euthyrox, which is a new product in the market, and have it available for the patients that would walk into your pharmacy store. So thank you very much.
Tell Raji if he has a video of the Pharma Care Center, he should play it. Pharma Care Center. Please, let's get settled. ACPN School, please come and join me on the table. Let's start. Please, let's get settled. National Vice Chairman, Treasurer, Financial Secretary, please, let's get settled. Chairman of State Dynamics Committee, please, let's get settled. So, all right? Yeah, start the stream now. Yes. Gentlemen, we have a goodwill message from the president of the community pharmacy section of FIP. So we want to play that goodwill message now. Thereafter, Professor Akinkumi will address us for like 3 minutes, and then we can commence the AGM. Thank you.
Hello and good morning. I'm Sharif Gorgi. I'm a third-generation pharmacist from Canada, and I'm the president of FI's Community Pharmacy Section. I'm truly honored to have the opportunity to share a few words with you as you begin your annual conference, and to relay greetings on behalf of FIP and on behalf of my colleagues on the Community Pharmacy Section's Executive Committee. The theme of the conference is advancing community pharmacy practice through innovation and collaboration. And that theme is more important now than ever before, because we have an aging population that is living longer, often with comorbidities and requiring multiple medications and more complex care. And that's why our role is extending far beyond dispensing medications and more into disease management and disease prevention, which is very critical, especially when access to other healthcare resources is limited. And we have seen that clearly throughout the COVID-19 pandemic. Governments and regulators also saw that and started to realize that in order to expand the capacity of the healthcare system, they must expand the scope of practice for pharmacists and extend it beyond dispensing medications. So when you really think about it, we have accomplished a lot over the past few years. We have gained massive recognition with the public. We have gained recognition with other healthcare providers, and we have gained recognition with government and regulators. And it is now our responsibility to keep that momentum going. It is our responsibility to keep reminding policymakers of our value and of how we keep our communities safe and healthy. It's also important to pay attention to the evolving role of technology in pharmacy practice. Hardware innovations such as automated dispensing systems, robotics, and telepharmacy are streamlining operations and improving accuracy. Meanwhile, digital technology, including electronic health records and clinical decision support systems, enhances patient care and helps to achieve the patient's desired health outcomes in a more efficient and effective manner. So with all these ongoing developments in the profession, we must not lose sight of the importance to continuously evolve our academic and training curriculum to be prepared for the future. We also have to adopt a lifelong learning discipline to always be up to date with all the ongoing and rapid changes in the healthcare landscape. And yes, there are challenges, but I want to assure you that from an FIP CPS perspective, we are with you all the way to address those challenges and to provide you with any support that we can, and to share best practices and lessons learned from 156 member organizations across the world. There is certainly no short fix. It's a journey of many steps, and we are committed to continuing to collaborate to keep working together. And this conference is a great opportunity for you to share experience, exchange knowledge, and inspire each other to keep moving the pharmacy profession forward in Nigeria. I thank you again for the opportunity to be present with you today. I would like to extend my gratitude to ACPN for the invitation, and I do look forward to joining you in person next time. There is immense potential for our profession. Let's continue to lead with vision, integrity, and a commitment to excellence. Together we can shape the future of healthcare for the better, and as you go through the rest of the conference, remember that this is a great time to be a pharmacist.
Pharmacist Sharif Chaguri, President of the Community Pharmacy Section of FIP. Thank you. Professor Kukumi. Thank you.
Yes, please. Hello. Good morning, colleagues. It's nice being here. I want to thank God for this opportunity. My chairman, thank you very much, and all members of the executives. I'm Professor Ezekiel, the national chairman of Nigeria Association of Pharmacists and Academia, NAPA. I don't know if president is on ground. I salute my president, Professor Siri Usifu, if he's on ground, and all members of NEC and Council of PSN, and our past leaders. I just want to make a brief comment on the assessment we made today on the presentations of research posters by the representative status. By the way, I think I need to mention where I come from. I'm a lecturer in the Faculty of Pharmacy, Obafemi Awolowo University, Department of Pharmaceutical Microbiology. Number one, I want to commend the executives and the leadership of ACPN for the initiative of starting the presentation of research in our conferences. I learned it started recently. Please, can you please appreciate this is a very good point because that the directions. Over the year, we've noticed that the community pharmacy generates lots of data. The data that we need to drive policy. But unfortunately, the people in government don't have those data. They are doing their own and we are doing our own. So this work now, we bring the data, make the data available for publications, and those people that need those data will be able to access them wherever we put them. And then we'll all be better for it. So let me quickly go to the observations. We have five states, 5 presentations, 5 posters. I actually expected more. That means only 5 states out of 36 states. I think ACPN is in all states, Chairman. So that means only 5 out of 36 states made presentation. I think we can assess ourselves on that. I believe we improve on that next year. So out of those 5 states, I want to say, firstly, that they all did excellently well. To come out to make such presentations is highly commendable. And from what we observe that the presentation was due to the interest of the individuals or groups that present. Number one. 2, it was also due to the driving force of the particular state chairman of those states. I think I have here Anambra State, Delta State, Akwa Ibom, Edo, Abuja. Those are the ones we have here. Observation number 1. It
has been constructed to the trade level. Special project. Yes, sir. Okay. Yes, we did the World Drug Abuse. Yes, International Day for Drug Abuse. We did a radio program for that, and we also did some outreaches and intervention. Yes, and also.
I just want to bring you.
We are interested in knowing which pharmacy did the data come from. Like, I am Ezekiel Akikomi. If I made any presentation, I'm going to say Department of Farm Micro, Faculty of Pharmacy, OAU. I cannot just say Ezekiel Akikomi, OAU. They will say, where are you based? So if you are going to make any presentation like that, you have to say the pharmacy, where you work, and then your state and other things. So we didn't observe that. That is for the benefit of next year. Number 2, there was little comparison with standards, sir. We just have results. We want to evaluate vaccine uptake, for example. How many people are taking vaccine? We have the number of people. We have the percentage. Compare with what? So there was no standards for control. And many times the objectives and the titles and the conclusions do not tally. What is the solution to this? The solution we noticed was that most of the study did not include experts. Experts from the academics. For example, those one will be able to tell us the standard you need to do in order to reach a conclusion. It is not enough to say we discovered this and this is the conclusion. You must compare with international standard. What is happening in UK, what is happening in US. Then how does your own fall in? So I want to suggest, and that next time we have anyone that want to make a presentation like this, to have a policy usable research must have an expert. For example, if you are going to work on this, the use of antihypertensives in my pharmacy, for example, the use of antihypertensive in community pharmacy in Lagos State, it is necessary that you look for people that are working on antihypertensives, either in pharmacy or in nursing or elder care, so that they can give you the instructions about research methodologies and conclusions. That is my recommendations, and we have already passed it across. Because you have the data, academics are into analysis. That's what we do. So the two of them will work together to get a tangible result. So what we have is that we have a lot of data from what we observe, but the conclusion does not tally with the data that we have. Number 3, some studies were done out of tune, were not practice-based. What the kind of research we want from community pharmacy are practice-based research. That is research that comes from your practice, from your data. For example, we have a particular one. I've already pointed this one out to the people that presented this. They went to secondary school and they started discussing questionnaire in secondary school. What has that done with us? What do you get from your own practice? I think those are the points that I think we should observe. I want to commend the ACPN for starting this good initiative, because this is the direction to go. After our discussion, we asked the participants to tell us their feeling. And I'm going to tell you one of the feelings they mentioned. There are several. But the one that I think concerns us is they say that it is we that are experts that should drive this thing. So they throw the thing back to us. And I want to tell you that we have taken the challenge. We will do the necessary thing. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you so much. The electoral committee is ready. I can call for briefing from them. The people who are doing state dynamics, please conclude. You are the one we are waiting for. Please conclude so that everyone can settle down.
Yes, sir. We're even able to make some innovation at their place. NAFDAC is not here. So this is NAFDAC, sorry. NDLE. This is NDLE. Okay. We're able to make some renovation there. Okay. Any other for the DPS? DPS. Okay. This is the new DPS. I think we have 2 years now. Okay.
No, apart from DPS and NDLE.
Other ones, we don't have the pictures here.
Always capture them.
Okay. What is not documented
is not done.
But
so, okay.
That's on the advocacy. And we are able to do some social responsibility to like holding free medical service. Like in real mode, we're able to hold free medical outreach to the member of the community. These are our altar. We're able to visit the motherless baby to organize the end of year party for them, which they give them. Then some zones actually had interaction with secondary school. We went to different secondary school for
capacity building for your members.
Then we did that in the last 1 year, in which we have Shino Panobi as our guest speaker, and there was one royal The king, let me say one thing, royal father, first of all, of pharmaceutics, was another guest speaker we have for that day, building capacity. And it was the development, the topic was building capacity through professional development, in which we have these two guest speakers.
So when you just invited him, you didn't visit him?
We actually visited him. But you don't have a picture. You don't have a picture. We celebrate a lot, but this is one of it. The radio program we have for World Malaria Day, and that's the only one we have documented. But what we're able to do with that is, we have 3 radio stations basically, Family FM, Fresh FM, and with Sweet FM, we're able to make a collaboration in which we go there every week now for different health topics. Okay? Like one of our zone, Ultra Zone, they actually purchased a land of 30 million.